Jacksonville and Angie. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, to use that term loosely, David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So Ohio State's offense will start this game off with the football. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How about it, RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Yeah, It's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They get him down to this offense to set up first and goal from the 9. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moon. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had
turning it on! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that. last week. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got his man on the right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Hold.
Open.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty's going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moon. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
Ohio State 7, TCU 0.
This offense had a little extra time. see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense makes him play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing him. Nice technique, nice job working around the corner, and nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Fair catch, called for and made. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Unloads to the right. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him.
Sneak gets it done.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, TCU. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. We're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Turner. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Power football with the run.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little now.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Ball is out behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. A turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Completes it in the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pick up there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's moved. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job at pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. It's a fumble. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll field the punt. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time. And Buffaloes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Black. It hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Trying the left side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nope.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's at the 50, the 40.
Nice coverage, jump the route, create the interception, and then it looks like he could go all the way. Oh, so close.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The give as they work on that clock. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of a game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down play from the gun. Firing to the right, complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.